Hi everyone, here's just a short introduction to a little activity. I just call it part whole, and the name of the game speaks for itself as to what the game's about. My own experiences, having been brought up at, when I was first at school, I'll just quickly draw an example here. All our equations were very simple. I've just got the blank board here, and we just got reams and reams of examples to say things like this, and they're just single digit numbers. 4 plus 6 equals 5 plus 5 equals. It was always set out the same way. Always, here's the parts, what's the total? Here's the parts, what's the total? Whether it was done with single digits or double digits. I think it's important for the kids to know that we examine them in different ways rather than just always looking for the whole total. I've got some examples here. Once again, 12 plus 6 going up where I was brought up. 12 plus 6, well, that's going to be a straight addition, so we need to find the total. But in the second one, 18 equals 6 plus something. We know the whole total, so just by going 6 plus something is not going to give us the answer. So we need to use subtraction. So if we say 18, take away 6, that'll give us the other part. Once again, we know the whole, so 6 plus something makes 18. So we could go 18 take away 6 will give us this. And then for the final one there, something equals 12 plus 6. So once again, we'll just change the order around. The kids often get a bit confused when they see us do this because they're so conditioned to having it always set up like part, whole. Whereas here, we've got the whole and then the parts. We've got the whole and then the parts, and we've got the parts and then the whole. So it's developing that ability to know when to switch to addition and when to use subtraction. So I've just got a little game here to practice using this, and it's also not just using addition and subtraction. It's an activity that I sort of encourage other ways to create number sentences and using different operations. As with all my things, I'm very clear about minimal resources like just pen and paper, maybe a board, cards, calculator, dice, and above all, modify to suit in any way to suit the abilities and the age levels of your kids. My examples, I might be using double digit numbers. You might choose single digit numbers. You might use a mix of single and double. You could go 3 digit numbers, mix it up to suit the kids. So here's some examples of part, whole. But as always, chop and change to suit the kids that you're working with. So I've got my 2 trusty dice here. Let's roll them, and I've got an 8 and a 5. This is just using single digits. Well, first of all, you don't have to draw the boxes, but sometimes that's part of the novelty. That's a box for those playing at home. Here's another one. We'll see if we can get a few versions of what we could do here. So I'm going to use the 8 and the 5. I could do 8 plus 5 equals 13. If we're doing part, whole, I know what the whole is there. I might start with that. I could say 13 equals, we're so used to doing it that way. So what is 13? Well, it's 8 plus 5. And see how the operations and symbols can change. I could put these numbers in any place at all. What if I put the 5 there? Where would the other numbers go? What operations could I use? What if I said that? What do we do there? So 5 equals, well, we know 13 is the whole. 13 take away 8. So we could chop and change. We could take it a step further. Roll the dice. And I've got 9 and 0. I'm going to make that 90. I'm going to put my 2 numbers here, 90. And 36 we'll use. Let's draw our squares. Sorry, my big fat paw is in the way. What sort of equations can we come up with? Once again, you might be thinking, hey, my kids are only 5 years old. Go back to the single digits and just take it from there. Now, we're going to use a 90 and a 36. You could even, well, you could let the kids they decide where they're going to put their numbers. What if you even jump the gun? Once again, I'm saying this is where you can modify things. What if I said the 90 goes there? In this one, I want the 36 to go there. To help them out, let's just do this one. 90, 36, what would go there? So the kids might just go, well, they might add 90 plus 36 equals 126. Hope that's clear enough for you there. So, what if the 90's there? What do we do? Is it adding? Is it subtracting? I could put the numbers anywhere. What if I put the 126 here? 126 equals 90 plus 36. What if I put the 36 here? Oh, it's already there. Sorry, I can't do that. That's a bad example. What if I put can that work? We could say 126 take away 90 equals 36. You could, by all means, change it around so that there is a winner. It doesn't have to be though. It can be just, hey, look at all the different ways we can create number sentences and using the parts and a whole to create different sequences. I better finish that one off there. And the kids can then explain, hey, I can see what you did. How did you do it? How did you work out 126 take away 90? How did you work out 90 plus 36? What strategies did you use? A lot of ways. You could even extend it further. You could have generate 3 numbers, then you'd have 4 squares, and so on and so forth. So part, whole. Give it a try. Can't hurt us in having a go. Cheers.